Hey y'all, and welcome back, y'all. Come on in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I go live. You can just pop up. This is for entertainment, news reporting, criticism purposes, and educating. Um, these are my opinions and not necessarily facts. But this is about Anna. This is about Anna, 18-year-old Anna's Kepner. So if you missed this live, you can come back and watch it later. I'm going to go ahead on and get started because there's other, information we catch up on. Now, Anna's was an 18-year-old cheerleader, y'all. She had her future ahead of her. She was planning on graduating and go to the Army. And she had a future ahead of her. And so happened that her future ended. Poor baby, poor 18-year-old Anna, ended on a cruise ship that her stepmom planned for the family. And see, I know what the mama did, because I can tell what she did, but I got a problem with Anna's. She 18, and she had a room with her brothers. And usually girls, when we 18-year-old, we want our own privacy. We don't want no children or that around us. See, her stepbrother always been a problem with her. They was like siblings, like brothers and sisters, just like brothers and sisters. But y'all, accident happened on the cruise ship while Anna was on there. She took sick, and she told her grandparents, she loved her grandparents so much. She loved her grandparents. These are her biological grandparents. I'm still confused about this case, y'all. I am so confused about this case, and the reason why I'm confused about the case because the stepmama was trying to get custody. But I felt that she was more like a babysitter, Anna. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into her case, cause her stepbrother unalived her on the cruise ship. Now they want to get attention. He's crying. He's this. He that. He doing all this, but he gave that girl right there, that beautiful young lady right there, his stepsister hell. He did it to her. I mean, Lord. So the stepbrother, her own stepbrother, took her life, and Anna I want justice for this baby. I really do. I really do. I want justice for her. Even if they don't want to punish the kid, that her 16-year-old brother, punish somebody. Get justice for this baby. This just can't keep happening. But y'all, let's go ahead on and look. What we're gonna do is we're gonna watch the whole thing first, and then what we're gonna do, y'all, respectfully, we're gonna react on what we just heard. Okay. Thanks for watching.
New text messages painting a new picture of what happened in the days after 18-year-old Anna Kepner was found dead on a cruise ship.
Text messages between Anna's stepmother and her ex-husband say their son, quote, can't remember anything from the cruise. Fox 35's Esther Bowers joining us live in Vieira tonight. So, Esther, many of these text messages focused on Anna's stepbrother, who was the only suspect in her death.
Luann, they did not talk about Anna much at all in those texts. They were more so speaking about the stepbrother, wanting to make sure he knows he is still loved, and really trying to keep this entire situation under wraps. This comes more than a month after Anna was found dead, and the 16-year-old stepbrother is still the only known alleged suspect in this case. Anna Kepner was allegedly found stuffed under a bed at Carnival Horizon on November 7th, and she was declared dead by the ME in South Florida at 11:17 that same day. A day later, texts from Anna's stepmom started going to her ex. According to these new documents, Chantel Kepner texted her ex-husband at 7:30 in the evening, "I need you to call me ASAP. It's an emergency." Thomas Hudson then tells Chantel he would come and get their young child to get him away from everything. Chantel says no because that would traumatize her. She says all she told her was that the stepbrother was having a hard time coping with losing Anna, so he's getting checked out by the hospital.
My spidey senses went up, Esther, and I on a number of reasons.
A retired detective says it's concerning to see what the family was talking about the day after Anna's death.
Right.
You have a dead 18-year-old family member, and they're more worried about PR and optics
Right.
than family members.
On November 9th, the ex-couple is texting again. Chantel tells Thomas about the short interaction she had with Anna's 16-year-old stepbrother in the hospital. She says, I was able to talk to him last night for under 2 minutes briefly. He just keeps repeating over and over he can't remember anything. I don't even know if they were allowed to let me talk to him or not, but the nurse was very nice and let me talk to him just to tell him that you and I love him. Thomas replies, I just want him to know that he isn't dead to everyone. Regardless of everything at the moment, he needs his parents. I know you know that. I just would like to have a chance to talk to him as soon as possible. She responds, we, Chris, me, and his parents, told him that yesterday before they took him. We told him no matter what, you and us are with him. He isn't alone.
Okay, y'all. Let's go over this. Let's go. I'm so sick of these two people. In this case, I'm really so sick of them. So sick of this happening to kids all the time. Now, y'all, let's go right here. Let's start right here. Right now, she's the problem.
According to these new documents, Chantel Kepner texted her ex-husband at 7:30.
Hold on, y'all.
The 16-year-old stepbrother is still the only known alleged suspect in this case. Anna Kepner was allegedly found stuffed under a bed on the Carnival Horizon on November 7th, and she was declared dead by the ME in South Florida
Now,
at 11.
Okay, y'all, let's go right here. Let's talk, y'all. This stepbrother been a problem the whole time, y'all. Her stepbrother, Anna's stepbrother, always been a problem. Polar, you know what? I hate Anna had to go through this. No telling how long she been going through. It seemed like some jealousy. Y'all got to be parents. Please be careful out there. Just because they're your stepkids, it's a lot of things that you got to watch between the parents. Stepmom, sometimes stepmom be jealous of the daughter, either jealous, the kids. Y'all got to pay that some attention. Pay it some attention. If it don't look right, it ain't right. The issue that the date of the issue was November last month, y'all. Last month, the 25th, when she went on a cruise. The cruise ship there. She had a cruise ship there. 14-year-old. Oh gosh, I didn't even get a chance. Where she graduated, where she had a future.
17 that same day. A day later, text from Anna's stepmom.
I've been trying to figure this case out for the longest. I need to get deep into her. Something strange about this lady right here. You don't read with me right. I ain't no psychic or nothing like that. It's something about this lady right now, y'all. I just don't feel no good vibe with her. I really don't. I hate to say it though, but that's just my opinion. I don't a good vibe not here.
Started going to her ex. According to these new documents, Chantel Kepner texted her ex-husband at 7:30 evening, I need you to call me ASAP. It's an emergency. Thomas Hudson then tells Chantel he would come and get their youngest child to get him away from
Let's look at these texts. Now she got emergency call. Chantel got emergency call with the stepdaddy. I know it's possibly, these are new, y'all, new text messages. Hey, Patricia, I know it's possible, but I can come get the kids tonight. See, the stepdad been trying to get the kids. Y'all, this is one confusing, this case right here is so confusing to me. Because the stepmama is the problem in this case to me. But how all of them on a trip together? You got the stepmama and her husband, and you got the biological grandparents of Anna's on the dad's side, I guess it's a whole lot of attention need to be in this case a long time ago. I know it's possible, no, but I can come get the kids tonight just to get her away from the situation. Come get whoever blanket is tonight just to get her away from the situation. I promise I'm not going to keep her from you. So he got another child or anything. As soon as you guys are able to head home, I can bring her to you. Now, see, I don't like, I don't know. Okay. So the dad is saying, I know it's possibly a no. He already knows she's gonna say no, but he's trying to get his other child off around the stepmama, because he know, like I know, allegedly that the stepmama is the problem. She is the problem in this situation. I promise I'm not going to keep her from you. So the daddy said that, just please, please let me get my baby. Let me get my daughter. I promise you I won't let you, I won't keep her away from you. Just come on, just let me get her. I'm not going to keep her from you or anything. As soon as you guys are able to head home, I can bring her to you. Is there anything else I can do? Too much going on in this case, boy. It's too much going on in this case, boy. Wait. You know what? This really took my heart with Anna. With Anna. See, Anna is out the way. So now y'all ain't got nobody to mess with, to pick on, because the stepmama know that the brother in his issues it fell on Anna. He kept irritating Anna. So Anna was his therapy. Now he don't have a therapy, you got to take him out the house. But he been a problem the whole time. This is a mess. That's why we as mothers with kids like Anna, biological mama, have issues. We got to, when you got daughters, we got to do better.
Everything. Chantel says no, because that would traumatize her. She says all she told her was that the stepbrother was having a hard.
Chantel want that money. Allegedly want that money. Chantel don't want nobody to get them kids, y'all. Chantel don't want nobody to get them food stamps, and they eat them steaks and shrimps and crab legs, and that money come through that. She don't want nobody else to get that money. No, I really do appreciate. Now, see, the stepdad is trying to get the other kids, and that's a good thing. But I don't know his mental issues. What he got, physically and mentally going on. But he's trying to get his other daughter from Chantel. Now, Chantel, she got a man, and they got other kids. She just keep making babies. I really do appreciate it, and I'm not trying to be any wish way. I just think I'll be more traumatized. It'll be more traumatizing for her to be removed. As of right now, she doesn't know anything about. She left a blank there. The only thing I told her is that he was having a hard time coping and losing Anna. See, the mother, the stepmother is the problem in this case, y'all. Chantel trying to make like, okay, give my son attention. We don't allegedly got Anna out the way. Let's put the focus on my son now. Y'all got to watch our children, man. Folk be jealous, man. Stepmamas and stepdaddies, they be jealous sometimes. Sometimes you can end up with a good stepmama. I had a good stepmama, and I know make a good stepmama. But something about that stepbrother, And the mama and Chantel know this. Everybody now, she want the attention on her son. I know he don't remember what he did to Chantel. I know he don't, cause he the one hit her. He hit her. He know what he knew. He know. He the one hit Chantel. Stepbrother. You know he know what he did. Nah, what it is, Chantel, not Chantel, but Anna is hunting this case down. And I hope she get justice, cause she deserve it.
Time coping with losing Anna, so he's getting checked out by the hospital.
My spidey senses went up, Esther, and I on a number of reasons.
A retired detective says it's concerning to see what the family was talking about the day after Anna's death.
Right.
You have a dead 18-year-old family member,
Right.
and they're more worried about PR and optics and protecting family members.
Right.
Ninth, the ex-couple is texting again. Chantel tells Thomas about the short interaction she had with Anna's 16-year-old stepbrother in the hospital. She says, I was able to talk to him last night for under 2 minutes briefly. He just keeps repeating over and over.
Hold on. Chantel do not need to talk to them kids. Chantel don't need to be saying nothing to that boy. Y'all better keep that boy off from around Chantel. That's his mama, but he needs that girl right there. I was able to talk to him last night. They need to keep him away from her. For under 2 minutes. Briefly, he just keeps repeating over and over. He can't remember. He can't remember anything because you keep on being around him. We got to get you off around him.
Can't remember anything. I don't even know if they were allowed to let me talk to him or not, but the nurse was very nice and let me talk to him.
No, nurse. No, nurse. No. Keep Chantel off around them kids. Why is it so? Why trust Chantel? I don't even know if they were allowed to let me talk to him or not. But the nurse was very nice and let me talk to him just to tell him that we love him. Man, that boy probably was under so much pressure dealing with you, Chantel. Until it's no way this was allegedly a planned cruise death.
To tell him that you and I love him. Thomas replies, I just want him to know that he isn't dead to everyone. Regardless of everything at the moment, he needs his parents. I know you know that.
Now, Thomas been trying to get his children, y'all, for the longest. I don't even think the kids need to be in neither places, y'all. I really don't. I don't even want the kids to be in neither places. I want the kid to be somewhere happy. Take them away from them and go on and put them somewhere. Somebody be glad to get these kids. I adopt them. Give me the paperwork. I adopt the kids. Jesus. Anything to keep from giving it to Chantel and Thomas. Neither one of them need the kids. To me, allegedly. I just want him to know that he isn't just, I don't want to say the word to everyone, regardless of everything at the moment. He needs his parents. No, he don't need his parents. His parents is allegedly the downfall the way he is. Sometimes it be the parents, y'all. It don't be the kids. Like I said, I would have never retired. It wasn't the kids. It was the parents. It wasn't the kids. I love kids. I can deal with kids. I can deal with the attitudes and all that kind of stuff. I can deal with all that. It's the parents. Jeez. It was something to parents. I just would like to have a chance to talk to him. Nobody needs to talk to him. Judge, keep Chantel away. Chantel Kepner away from him. And why is it Chantel Kepner and Thomas Hudson? How is her name is this case right here? I just didn't really want to get real deep into it. What? That's Anna's last name. Chantel. I'm saying Kepner. Why is Thomas the stepdaddy? Wait a minute. How her name end up being Kepner? Y'all, this case right here, we
would like to have a chance to talk to him as soon as possible. She responds, we, Chris, me and his parents, told him that yesterday before they took him. We told him no matter what, you and us are with him. He isn't alone.
Man, I don't trust y'all. I don't trust.
And we did just get a new statement from the attorney representing Mr. Hudson. It reads, Thomas loves all three of his children dearly and is doing everything that he can to be there for all of them in every way he can. Obviously, this is a very difficult and challenging time for them, and his children need him now more than ever. Coming up later...
I don't think none of them children, I don't think none of those kids needs to be around them, period. Let me see, this is, yeah. I don't think neither one of them. I don't think the kids need to be around them.
Y'all those medium specialty.
They really don't upset me. I really don't. I don't want them kids around them. Period.
New text messages painting a new picture of what happened in the days after 18-year-old Anna Kepner was found dead on a cruise ship.
Text messages between Anna's stepmother.
I want to take it to court, y'all. Hold on. This is what I just showed y'all. I want y'all to hear her in court. I wasn't planning on showing the court stuff, but I want y'all to see this. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Just 1 second, okay? I still, having problem with my computer and stuff, and it take money to do stuff. It's not free. I wanted y'all to listen to them in court. It kind of like made me itch everywhere. Let me see. I'm sick and I pulled up the court again, y'all. Okay, let's go right. Court. Let me hold on. Annals. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Be patient with me. I'm not good at this. Okay, here you go. Hold on, y'all. Here I come, right here. I want y'all to come on, thing. Come on. God, hey. Hold on, y'all. I messed up again. Let's try. Hope everybody doing okay. It's just something to look at, y'all. Holiday, I don't know. Here we go, y'all. Look. Let's check this out, y'all. Let's check this out.
We are turning our attention now from Massachusetts to Florida, where details surrounding the death of an 18-year-old teenager, Anna Kepner. She's being revealed in a child custody.
Oh my God, I didn't want y'all to see all that. I thought they were gonna show the trial. That's what I'm trying to. Oh yeah. Here we go.
Live with mom's relative, and they're getting counseling and so forth for him.
It was suspicious because I knew that his brother did it, and yeah. How do you know? Because of the past things that happened with him, like I was saying.
Now, according to family members, a cabin steward found Anna Kepner's body under the bed of her cabin room in that cruise ship. Investigators say the teen died from asphyxiation. And now the teen's father, the one who is a person of interest suspect who hasn't been charged, Thomas Hudson is the father, and he has filed a petition claiming he's concerned that a younger child that he shares with his ex-wife, Chantel, was in imminent danger due to those events on the cruise ship. So let's get you into the courtroom for the start of today's hearing.
That's what I
note
want.
on this, we do have the name of the teen suspect's name muted, so you won't hear that. You'll hear the audio drop. Let's go in.
I wanted to address a couple of things. I reviewed the emergency motion for temporary relief, Mr. Smith, and it does appear as though a lot of the allegations alleged within that motion are of contempt. I know that there is a contempt proceeding, a contempt hearing being held on December the 17th, I believe, before Magistrate Valentine. The court's purpose in the hearing today is only to address the issues as it relates to an emergency. So as I'm looking at the motion, the paragraph specifically that the court will address would be paragraph 7. The 16-year-old child is now a suspect in the death of the stepchild during the cruise. While released from custody, the 16-year-old child is residing with a third party. Paragraph 17, the 16-year-old's future has been put in jeopardy because of the choices made by the respondent. And paragraph 19, and most importantly, the youngest child is at immediate risk of abuse, abandonment, or neglect in the care of the respondent. So those are the issues that the court is going to address here this morning, is whether or not, in fact, the court needs to take some sort of emergency action based on those allegations contained within the motion. As it relates to the other provisions in there with regard to alienation and violating court orders, etc., I'm going to allow those that was properly referred to the general magistrate, and that hearing has been set for December the 17th.
Yeah, and I understand the court's ruling. Obviously, we think part of the alienation of the children is part and parcel of the immediate risk to the children because the father is limited in his contact with the children.
Well, and it's okay to address those issues because that goes to the risk to the children. But if the goal is for the court to hold mom in contempt because she's not allowing the children to speak to dad or something along those lines, that's really more of a contempt issue. So I'm really specifically interested in the risk of abuse, abandonment, and neglect of the youngest child, and also to hear the status of the middle child. I understand that there was a stipulation and that the child was residing with a relative, a third party. That, of course, will be important to the court to determine whether or not the youngest child will have any contact with that child and whether that could create an imminent risk to the child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions then with regard to the court's ruling on that?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Athanasson, any questions from you?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Smith, you may begin with opening.
Your Honor, in this case, obviously, it's our position that the youngest child is at risk for a number of reasons. As the court is aware through the pleadings, there's a young lady who has passed away. That matter is still under investigation. That was not my client's child, but the stepchild of the mother in this case.
Hold up. Didn't he just say that's not his client's daughter? But that's Anna's stepmom. I seen her mom. Why is Anna living with her stepmama and not with her father? But that ain't her father. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. I'm just going by what the dude just said.
And the remaining 16-year-old is now a suspect in that case. In this case, the mother took the children, both Brooke.
Hold on, guys. Hold up. This is a custody hearing. Anna's stepmother, Chantel Hudson, in custody dispute over children with her ex-husband, Thomas Hudson. Thomas wanted his kids. So that's not Thomas. Is Thomas? So Thomas not her father? If y'all know, let me know. Is Thomas Anna's father? That's her stepfather. I'm just trying to see how she ended up with Anna. I'm just saying.
On a cruise against my client's wishes, while preventing him from having regular contact with those children. We believe that the arrangements that were made by the mother, as far as the sleeping arrangements, were insufficient. That the 18-year-old, 16-year-old, and another 14-year-old were all placed in the same stateroom. There's indications that they may have, because they were in international waters, may have been engaging in activities that they normally couldn't engage in while they were in the United States properly being supervised. In addition, we will present evidence that to the older child, who's now 18, so he's an adult, but he is the son of the parties, as to violent.
Okay. Listen. Chantel shares 3 children with her ex-husband, Thomas. Married Chris Kepner. Well, where is Chris? She married Chris Kepner, Anna's father, in 2024. No children together. Well, where Anna come from? I'm just trying to put it together, y'all. I'm just trying to put it together. Because she shared 3 children with Thomas. But she was married to Chris Kepner. Where's Chris? He don't want Anna? I know the mama don't want her. No children together. So she was married to Chris. Chris had a daughter, and that's Anna's. Why is Anna with Chantel? Because he was married to Chantel, but why is she over there with Chantel? Chantel not her mother? Oh, poor baby. I wish I had a guy, Anna. Anna's so sweet.
Alcohol use in the past, and he's been living with his father for approximately almost 2 years now, since these parties had their separation, where, as the court is aware, there was an original divorce case, there was parenting time, both parties were in Hernando County, and the mother relocated by agreement between the parties over to Titusville. Since she relocated to Titusville, that's when the problems have occurred, where the father has been very limited in his access to the children. I'd reserve with regard to any other comments until closing.
Okay, we're just starting out with this custody. We'll get you back in for more after this quick. Again, this is a hearing that is around.
It's crazy. This is a mess. This is a mess. Let me put him back in the court. Jesus.
Allowed finally to come over for a Thanksgiving visit.
Hold on, I can't skip it.
The child being broke.
Hold on, I'm like the judge now. I gotta hear everything. I'm confused. So
This, I mean, I understand, I saw that there's a supplemental petition for modification that's also pending, so that would be an ultimate issue for trial. How would this, is it your intention to have the oldest child testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what if has the oldest child had any contact with the 2 other children or the respondent since he's been living with the petitioner for the last 2 years?
Well, one of the main things is the circumstances where he wound up living with my client. There was a physical altercation.
That would have been 2 years ago, correct?
A year and a half, yes, Your Honor. And he was also allowed to drink alcohol, which again, I think goes to the relevancy of whether these children whether the mother in this case encouraged the underage alcohol, especially on the cruise ship. And the violence that, again, the allegations are this 18-year-old has passed away.
This is so messed up. This case right here is so messed up, y'all. I think the system got to do better. They got to do better. The stepbrother was 16. He shared a cabin with a 16-year-old sharing a cabin with his 18-year-old sister. Now, mama, I said, stepmama, can I have my own room? And he shared the cabinet with Anna and his younger brother, which is now living with a maternity relative. These people don't want. If you need help raising your kids, and you got family members like that, want to take care of them since you got other little kids, kind of look into that. Don't worry about no money. Don't worry about them getting no money. Let's get some help.
In a violent manner. The 18-year-old will testify is that there was violence between himself, his mother, and the stepfather. And he has had recent contact with Brooke, and I think that goes to the whether there's any risk to Brooke returning to the father. The child was allowed finally to come over for a Thanksgiving visit.
The child being Brooke.
Brooke.
Okay.
She was restricted from contact, the one that there are allegations against, but did have contact with Andrew.
Right. 8120.
And
so sad.
Exhibited no fear, no reservations. Both my client as well as the 18-year-old can testify about that.
Well, remember though, this isn't that we're here on an emergency motion. So this isn't an issue as to where it is in the best interest of the minor children to reside. I mean, that is ultimately an issue for trial in the modification action. The only issue that we're here to address today is whether or not Brooke is in imminent danger remaining in the petitioner's care as a result of recent incidents. So that's...
My thing is this, Judge. Come on now. You got to have nieces and nephews or kids or something if you don't. What is it going on with this dude right here? This supposed to be the biological father to Chantel's children. He don't have nothing to do with Anna's. But they going through custody battle, Judge. What's going on? What's going on? Why he can't get his kids? What's going on? Sometimes you got good fathers out there. Why y'all won't let him get his kids? What? Tell us something about this man right here. Because the kids definitely don't need to stay in the house with Chantel. So take them out of it. Take them away in a better system. Cause somebody'll be glad to get them kids and take care of them.
Really, primarily the court's concern today.
Well, and Your Honor, I understand that position. Certainly, whether or not the child's to be removed from the mother is whether or not there's an imminent risk to the child. I think the court also has to look at where the child would be placed and the circumstances there as to whether there's any harm to relocating the child. You have to, in terms of emergency relief and an injunction, essentially, you have to look at.
I think you're looking at two different things. This isn't an injunctive relief. I mean, you're not here seeking injunctive relief. I mean, that would have been in the injunction court, correct?
Well, we're seeking to have the child removed from the mother and placed with the father.
Come on, attorney, you don't know what you're talking about.
So I think that the court needs to look at whether or not there would be any harm to that. Obviously, our position is there wouldn't be, that you would be able to transition to the father.
See, the attorney. That's not why that particular judge. You have a judge for every particular custody. That judge is not there. You want the judge to clarify something that she can't. Because this is not the court for that. Come on, attorney. I know that, and I'm not an attorney. Come on now. You can't try to act like that judge right there can make it happen. I think the judge should just remove the kids. They'll be safe. They'll be safe away from these two.
Okay, I'm not sure I agree with your argument, Mr. Smith, but I understand what your argument is. Okay. Ms. Anderson, opening?
Yes.
Stand up and let's go to work.
May it please the court. We believe, and I think we filed that in our response, that there's no emergency that exists. There was an incident on the cruise ship. The Federal Bureau of Investigations is investigating that. There have been no arrests made yet, but since my clients were advised that we...
Okay, guys. On the cruise ship, these the people who was on the cruise ship, on the Carnival ship. It was Kepner family guests. It includes Anna, her father, her stepmom, her stepmom 2 kids. How this happened to Anna? I didn't know the father was on the cruise. I didn't know her father. I thought the lady said that she was with her other man. How is he gonna go? They said on the cruise it was Anna, her father. Her father was a guest. Her stepmama. Her stepmom's 2 children. But the stepmama said she had her boyfriend and the kids was across the house. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Was a suspect in that after he was released from the hospital upon the return to the United States, he was placed with a relative of the mother. And not only did that happen, but mom contacted dad.
Hold on, y'all. Let me back her up. Cause this attorney right here get on my nerve a little bit too.
We believe, and I think we filed that in our response, that there's no emergency that exists. There was an incident on the cruise ship. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is investigating that. There have been no arrests made yet, but since my clients were advised that he was a suspect in that, after he was released from the hospital upon the return to the United States, he was placed with a relative of the mother. And not only did that happen, but mom contacted dad, and dad signed an agreement to say that this child would be placed with a third party, thereby removing any risk of any danger to any of the other children in the home. So that has been resolved, and there's been nothing mentioned of that. Nobody's saying, I don't hear the other side saying that they participated in that.
I got it now. Hold on, y'all. I got it. This is not emergency protection. The stepmama did let somebody else on her side of the family get the other kids instead of the stepfather. So the only reason why the other attorney feel like the kids are not safe around the stepmama, around their mother, period. I don't know. Hey, this is crazy. That it seems like they don't want that they removed him, so keep him away from the other children, y'all. Daddy thinks something gonna happen to his stepdaddy thinks something gonna happen to his kid because something happened to him since she was around 16-year-old. He just he want nothing to happen to his kids. But this is not an emergency custody. Why he think it's an emergency?
Advised and didn't participate. The minor child, Brooke, you're going to hear testimony that she's fine, that there is no risk to her. There were abuse reports made. We have the person here from the Department of Children and Families that can attest that there's no concerns about the child remaining in the care of Chantel and Chris Kepner.
All right, thank you.
I don't think Brooke. I think Chantel.
The fog is locally.
I'm not on Chantel's side, but I think as a mother, she did the right thing. She put the kids somewhere different. Hold on, y'all. Let me skip this right quick. I think she did good. I'm sorry. I ain't on her side, but I'm just saying. Hold on, y'all. Let me skip this for a minute. I'm not good at this. Hold on, y'all. Skip. I guess they're going off. I guess. Hold on, y'all. Just can't get it to skip. Hey, Victor. Sent it. Oh, y'all, I can't get it to skip. Hold on for a second. Jesus. God almighty. All right, y'all, let me skip it a little bit. Okay, let me take it to right. Hold on, y'all. Since she took the stand, I just want y'all to hear the mom, stepmom.
About 12 years.
And do you have any children between the two of you?
We have 3 children.
I don't know, Richard.
What
I
are their
just
names
say
and
wood.
ages?
That's what I
There's
just
18,
said.
16.
Why don't remove them?
And there recently was did you recently go on a cruise?
Yes.
And did any of the children go with you on the cruise?
Broken.
I agree with Victor. Just like I said earlier, remove the kids from anybody on both sides of the family. Just remove them for their safety. You got a son who unalived his stepsister. Come on. I agree with you.
Did you reach out to Mr. Hudson to request that he agree to passports for the children?
I reached out to him to inform him of my itinerary to take the children on a cruise and did ask for the passports, but they weren't needed in this cruise.
And Mr. Hudson actually refused to cooperate with obtaining passports, correct?
To sign for the passports, yes.
You said passports weren't necessary, so they weren't obtained?
Correct.
As far as the minor children, what were the sleeping arrangements on this cruise?
Brooke was in my room with my husband and his 9-year-old daughter.
I still don't understand, and I don't care what nobody say. Why is Anna staying with her stepmom? Why is she over there? She shared 3 children with her ex-husband, Thomas Hudson, not Christopher Kepner. I don't understand how did Anna end up with her and she just the stepmama when she was married to Chris. They ain't got no kids together. That's not Anna's mother. This is crazy. Married Chris Kepner and Anna's father in 2024. No children together. So how she end up over here with they made Anna out of babysitter. That's what they did. She made Anna out of babysitter because she ain't got no kids from Chris. She and Chris don't have no kids together. I seen Anna's mom. Why Anna couldn't stay with her biological grandparents? Why she had to stay with her stepmama? Oh, Jesus. Oh, gave me a headache. I need a drink.
And then shared a room with his stepsister and stepbrother. The room was directly across from ours.
What was the stepsister's name?
Anna Kepner.
And what was the stepbrother's name?
Connor Kepner.
And how old is Connor?
14.
And how old was Anna?
18.
Now, who made the decision to have these 3 teenagers in one room in the cruise?
We had talked it over with our travel agent, and that was what was suggested.
Did you have to sign any special?
No, that ain't suggested. No. Y'all trying to save money. If y'all didn't have enough money to go on that cruise, y'all shouldn't have went. Anna should have had her own little cabin all by herself because she's a grown woman. She grown at 18. They consider them as adult at 18. She want her own room. You wanted her to end at a babysit. Because you didn't even, this lady right here, y'all, Chantel didn't even go over there and check on them. She didn't go check on them at all. She crossed the hall from them and she didn't go check on them. Irresponsible, allegedly.
Permission for the children to reside together? So was it a mutual decision between yourself and your husband?
Correct.
And at some point, did you discover that one of the children had passed away?
Yes.
And when was that you discovered that?
Friday morning.
When was the last time that you'd seen the child before that Friday morning?
Thursday night.
You know approximately what time?
Right around 6:30.
And your child, did you see him that Thursday night as well?
Yes.
What time did you see him at?
Closer to 7. Just a little bit before 7.
And what was he doing at that time?
He was headed back to his room.
Do you know whether or not Connor was present in the room as well?
They all were headed back to their room.
They said the 16-year-old shared, he shared a room together with his younger brother. How old is this lady right here? She looks so young.
As far as I know.
So, where was their room in relation to your room?
Right across the hall. You walked out my door.
Right across the hall.
Did you return to your room that evening?
Yes.
What time did you return to your room?
7 o'clock.
7 p.m.?
Yeah, right. It was actually closer to 7:30.
Did you stay in the room for the rest of the night?
Yes.
With the teenagers across the hall, did you ever go in and check on them?
No, I went to sleep.
What? You went to sleep and then go check on the teenagers?
Do you know if Christopher went across the hall to check on them?
Not that I know of.
Do you know if Connor ever left the room that night on that Thursday night?
I've never seen him leave the room.
Oh, man. Hold up. Christopher, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Chris, you on the trip? You on the trip over there with her? With the stepmama? Why y'all didn't go check on the children? Because they teenagers, y'all still supposed to check on them.
Have you made arrangements to reside with a relative?
Correct.
And why did you do that?
It was something that his father and I mutually decided.
Did you suggest it to him, or did he suggest it to you? Who brought it up first?
It was something that we had talked about because neither one of us could bring him back to our home.
Why couldn't you bring back to your home?
I'm looking out for the safety of the other children in the home.
Wow. So really, Anna was the caretaker. So the 18-year-old was the caretaker. She was the babysitter. Just because she was 18, she watching the teenager boys for her and Chris. Jesus.
Now, when you talk about the home, you have a home with Christopher, your husband?
Yes.
Okay. And does Christopher have other children that come to that home?
He has 2 other kids.
And one of them being Connor?
Correct.
And the younger child that slept in the room with you as well?
Yes.
Is Connor allowed to come to the home?
Yes.
How many bedrooms is the home that you're in?
We have a 3-bedroom house with an addition room downstairs.
So what are the sleeping arrangements when all the kids were there prior to this cruise?
The 2 youngest girls shared a room, the 2 boys shared a room, and Anna had her own room.
As far as the evening, that Thursday evening on the cruise, had you been drinking at all?
No.
Had you drank at all during the cruise?
I had 2 pina coladas and a blue Hawaiian earlier in the week, but it wasn't on the same day. It was like 1 a day.
Do you know if the children, based on being in international waters, could I drink alcohol?
No.
You don't know?
No, they didn't. They're not old enough.
What about Anna?
I don't know.
You don't know where? Hold on. You made me laugh. Stop. You make me laugh. Let me back this up. You is funny.
Why couldn't you bring back to your home?
I'm looking out for the safety of the other children in the home.
Now, when you talk about the home, you have a home with Christopher, your husband?
Yes.
Okay. And does Christopher have other children that come to that home?
He has 2 other kids.
And one of them being Connor?
Correct.
And the younger child that slept in the room with you as well?
Yes.
Is Connor still allowed to come to the home?
Yes.
How many bedrooms is the home that you're in?
We have a 3-bedroom house with an addition room downstairs.
A 3-bedroom
What are
house.
the sleeping arrangements when all the kids were there prior to this cruise?
The 2 youngest girls shared a room, the 2 boys shared a room, and Anna had her own room.
As far as the evening, that Thursday evening on the cruise, had you been drinking at all?
No.
Did you drink at all during the cruise?
I had 2 pina coladas and a
So why you say you ain't drink
But
nothing?
it wasn't on the same day. It was like 1 a day.
Oh, you're a mess.
Do you know if the children, based on being in international waters, could drink alcohol?
No.
You don't know?
No, they didn't. They're not old enough.
What about Anna?
I don't know.
What do you know?
Weren't you aware that the children were gambling at some point?
Well, Anna's 18, so I know she was in there at one point in time, but the other kids were not.
How you know? You said you was in the room. How you know what them children were doing? You said you was in your room. Where did that go? How you know what happened in your room? This girl right here and Chris, y'all don't, please. These folks don't confuse me. They ain't gonna give me no headache today.
The other kids were not gambling?
I'm sure the other kids were not gambling.
How you know?
As far as does he have any diagnoses?
He has ADHD.
And how long has he been diagnosed with ADHD?
About 3 or 4 years.
I mean, ADHD, that don't make him do what he did to her. That don't make him go and, I think this was premeditated, allegedly. I know a lot of people with ADHD. They just, come on.
Those after your separation from Mr. Hudson, correct?
About that timeline, yes.
And does he receive medication for his ADHD?
He does.
And what medication was he on for his ADHD?
Methylphenidate.
Could you pronounce that for me? Spell it for him if you know.
Methylphenidate, I don't know the spelling.
Okay.
You don't know the spelling and you the mama? If my kid was taking any other medicine, I know how to spell it. I can't spell the word you just said. But you should be able to spell the word that you just said. Right? She's tripping. You're supposed to know how to spell the word. I don't have to know how to spell the word because I didn't have to take the medicine. Jesus. So you name your children take something that you don't know what they taking? And ADHD, y'all, I know about that. That won't let him do what he did to Anna. No.
The name brand's Concerta. That helps. Thank you.
And how often would you take that medication?
Every morning.
Step aside for a break.
Break.
This is not a criminal court, but I wonder if any of the information that's coming out in this.
If this is not a criminal court, I don't wonder why we here then. Now, who are these people coming into court? Let me see who it is. That's another. Okay. Let me get it right. Huh? Let me skip it. Here we go with the commercial. Here we go. Well, like you said, Mama's always knows, honey. Lord, myself. Oh, Jesus, help me. Oh, so I guess that's what is it. I get this. Oh, that's it, y'all. I guess I don't know what happened, but I don't know what to say about that woman. I really don't. I really don't know what to say about that woman. Let me wait, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. I don't know why I acting like this. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about what's going on here. All I can say that I would say, hold on, y'all. It won't skip. Why it won't skip? I don't know. All I can say is get them kids out their house right there with these folks right here.
Did you make sure he took his medications every day?
He took his morning pill every day, and he missed 2 doses of his clonidine at night.
You held on to the clonidine as well?
Mm-hmm.
That's yes?
Yes, sorry.
Why is she lazy?
So what do you mean you missed the dosage? What happened there?
He went to bed before he got it. He was already asleep.
Including that Thursday night?
No, Thursday night he didn't get it. I fell asleep before he did.
So just to make sure I understand, ma'am, while on the cruise, he missed taking that nighttime medication twice. One of the nights was because he fell asleep prior to taking the medication, and the other night was...
Hold on. Y'all on a vacation. Y'all on a cruise, and you ain't get your son. Let me talk nice, YouTube. You didn't give your son his medication for 2 days. What were you doing, sweetheart? Ooh, yeah, she even said lazy. I'm shocked right here, y'all. I just don't understand. Yeah, she said lazy. I just can't believe this. You went on I can't believe this. How he missed his... What was she doing, she and Chris doing, where the boy didn't take his medicine? You know he need to take his medicine if he missed it for 2 days. That's y'all excuse. That's your excuse. That's the excuse.
The night before, correct? I fell asleep before he fell asleep, so he did not get the medication the night.
Yeah, he didn't come
before the
back.
incident.
What? Hold up. You fell asleep. Now, Judge, y'all got to look at these cases a little different now. You fell asleep without getting your kid. You wasn't. Let me take a breath. A responsible parent would not fall asleep without giving their kids what they supposed, their medication or anything. They'll be responsible to make sure, unless you was under influence of other stuff. What was your reason not getting your child medication for 2 days? Jeez, he's 16. I think, this just my thought, y'all. I think that the parents, her and Chris should have been arrested. I really do. She and Chris should be arrested. Negligent of taking care of their kids while on a cruise ship. That's too happening. They should be in jail. Not the kids. Sometimes these parents be the fault of this. She didn't go check on them before they went to, she didn't go check on them, period. Chris didn't go check on them. Plus, she skipped 2 days. What was she doing for him, for the boy? I feel sorry for the boy now. What? I feel sorry for the 16-year-old now, y'all. Because she reacting off of his medicine he didn't take in 2 days. Jeez.
And
irresponsible parent.
Was Brooke attending school prior to the cruise?
Yes.
So did on the cruise.
After the cruise, did she have to be removed from school?
They placed her on homeschool. They just unenrolled her this past Monday.
And why is that?
That was their choice to unenroll her.
Say their choice. Who are you talking about?
The school's choice. It had nothing to do with her
And
behavior.
see, at school, it's no excuse. If the kid go to school, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Their medicine stay in the counselor office. And we have to let them go take their medicine. We have to get them the hall pass and let them go take their medicine. Them kids in middle school know what time they take their medicine, y'all. She and Chris making excuses. And Chris, why you sitting right there?
Or anything that had to do with the media.
She's currently on a homeschool status indefinitely?
No, she's being enrolled into another school.
Did you discuss that with Mr. Hudson?
I let him know that he had asked me to let him know when she was enrolled, and I told him I would.
I'm confused.
But I had just found out this week that she was unenrolled at the school.
I'm confused. I'm so confused with this case, y'all. They got me over here scratching my darn cotton picking head. Because she's talking about her divorced husband that she got the 3 children by. But Chris' name came up on the shelf. But these folks getting away with murder these days.
As far as you going to be allowed to come back to your home at any point?
At this time, no. Not with the FBI investigation.
Whether or not your husband will allow him to return to the home even if the investigation concluded?
As of right now, he's not coming back to the home.
Ms. Kepner, who all went on the cruise with you?
Myself, my husband, Anna, Connor, the 2 youngest girls, and then my mother-in-law and father-in-law.
Who is your husband?
Jeff and Barbara Kepner.
And where was their room in relationship to where your room and the children's room was?
2 floors above us.
Did they also help in the supervision of the children?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all going on a cruise for?
Who we know passed away. She was 18, correct?
Correct.
And she was an adult.
Correct.
And was she given the option of staying in another room?
Thank you.
All 3 of the kids were.
Okay. And would that room have been with Grandma and Grandpa?
Correct.
And they didn't want to do that?
No, they wanted to stay together.
Why y'all go on the cruise? What was the purpose of y'all going on a cruise with all these children if Anna couldn't have her own? Anna is a young adult. She want her own room. Y'all know when we were young, we didn't want our brothers sharing a room with our brothers. Or don't go on the trip. What's the problem? I wouldn't even want to go on the trip.
Did they all get along?
Yeah, the 3 of them are like the 3 amigos. They're best friends.
They best friends.
And with regard to Connor, I know you were questioned about him.
If those kids was best friend and they was close, she should be held responsible for what her son, 16-year-old son, did to his sister. Because she the one that gave him his medication for 2 days. That's no excuse. Why these people getting away with murder? That's not fair. Anna should be here going it, following her career, her future. She was a beautiful girl. I started to say look at her because she's so young, but she was beautiful and she had her future and career ahead of her. Just because of somebody else being irresponsible, that's not fair.
He's not a suspect, or you haven't been advised by anyone?
Correct, he's not a suspect.
As far as you know, is the only suspect in the death of Anna, your son?
Correct.
And with regard to the this was the movement of the children from one school to another wasn't because you just decided to randomly remove the children, correct?
Correct. The school decided to unenroll all of the children at the school.
Okay. When you say all of the children, who?
We had 4 total, including Anna, go to school. We unenrolled all the other 3 kids.
Okay. Because of and you were told because of the coverage?
Yes.
And did they give you the recommendations of the school that you have enrolled them in?
Yes.
And that this new school is aware of the situation?
Correct.
And there's been no problems with Anna at the school, with Brooke at the school since this incident, correct?
Correct.
She was a good student, as far as
3 days.
I don't believe I have any further questions at this time.
Any redirect?
As Brooke, you mentioned her being a good student. Is she also diagnosed ADHD?
No.
Is she on any medication?
Yes, she takes some migraine medicine daily.
Why is your children all these physical issues? Jeez, I don't have 5 children. I was blessed that I ain't have this issue. But I'm saying, what are you doing to these beautiful kids? Something ain't right. Migraine, ADHD. Come on, lady. What's going on? What's going on?
And are you the one that administers that medication?
Yes.
How long has she been on that medication?
She's been on that medication for 2 years now.
For 2 years?
No further questions.
Migraine? Please, that take, please, Lord have mercy. Please take them kids away. I'm top nice. Let me talk nice. Please move these kids for their safety, so they can be happy and enjoy their life as kids. Even the 16-year-old, I hate that happened to him. Now get them kids away from them. It's not safe.
All right, you may start. Thank you.
That wraps up the test.
Oh, Lord, how much of y'all? Every time I think of Anna, I try to skip. I try to skip Anna's case because I feel sorry for Anna. It look like soon this happened to Anna. It's just like everybody want attention on their other kids. Anna's, man, I hope she get justice. I want her to get justice. I really do. But I can't, y'all, overall, I cannot blame the 16-year-old. I know what he did to her on the ship, but I can't blame him. I blame her. I think she should be put up. What's going on with these cases, y'all? What's going on with these cases where these people are getting away with murder? What is going on? What is going on with all the cases? What is going on with the system? The school system ain't acting right. That's why I left school system, y'all. For 25 years, I had to leave. I saw just too much needs to be fixed. Because parents should be able to work without a school calling them 24/7. And the parents can't, they don't even have no help with they call the source about their kids, then y'all be trying to take the kids. In this situation right here, she was being irresponsible and she's not being punished for it. Her child is being punished for it. Her teenager is being punished for it. Anna not here no more. They like, oh, we done got Anna out the way. But now we can focus on our other 3 kids. I'm just so sick of it. Every case, I done went through so many cases, people want me to do their case. I had to go to sleep before I cover a case. Because I know how serious I'm going to take the case. Yeah. I get any update, besides the any more updates, I will come here. I haven't forgot Anna. I haven't forgot a lot of cases. But I'm gonna get into it. I just be sleep. These folks make me go to sleep. I love y'all. Thanks for watching.